Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to discuss about data normalization, which is a crucial concept for improving data integrity, reducing data redundancy, that means repetition of data, and ensuring consistency within the databases. So this is useful, especially in the databases, relational databases, and as well as when you handle data as part of building machine learning models, training the machine learning models. Okay, we'll do this exercise. We'll discuss this concept with an example so we understand it better. So let's start. Okay, so this is a SQL developer which I'm using today to execute some statements. So I've installed Oracle database. So I'll show that in a separate video. But for this one, so I have a Oracle database, latest 23 AI, and I've downloaded SQL Developer, which is a IDE tool um, where you can execute your commands, you can write your code and everything. Yeah, and you can see here, this is a simple syntax, DDL commands, some DML commands, etc. Let's go through them. So suppose I have a students table which has these columns. So this is a table. So I say create table, table name, and each column, student ID is a column, and this is the data type. So the format is column name and data type. Yeah, this is the format. So we let's say we create this. Okay, so we created a table called students, which has three columns: student ID, student name, and course details. Then I will insert row data into it. So I have a table now. I'm inserting data, which has rows basically. So I'm inserting four columns, sorry, four rows, three, and then four. Now let's try to query for it. And what you have to do is, if you want data to persist, you need to issue a command called commit. Okay, that means the data is committed into the database. So you can see here there are three columns: student ID, student ID 1 is Ram, and he's taking two courses, CSE 101, 102, and these are course details: course name, who is instructor, who is teaching. Same, Sita is taking two courses. So, and then if you observe here, there is repetition. What is being repeated? Student ID is being repeated, student name is being repeated, student course details, instructor is being repeated. So we can say this data is in zero normal form or no normal form, not normalized. So we just raw data. So now I want to make this data into first normal form, which is basically removing repeating groups and ensuring each column has atomic values, in the sense only course number or course name or instructor. So you can't have data like this in a table. Okay, so for that, what I will do is I'll just copy this one, for example. So let's call this first normal form. So this is the way you in the comment, you add comments to your code using this syntax. Then what I do here is I have student number, student name, then course details. I'll split them as course ID. So this is number, course name. Let's say this is character, and instructor name. Oh, what happened there? Okay, so the database, the table already exists. So you can't create a table with the same name unless you drop it. So what I'll do is students underscore 1NF. This is first normal form. Okay, so it is created. Now let's just query this. I'm not going to insert, I'm just going to show you how it would look like. So you split this out, and this is your table in the first normal form. So when you insert data into it, values, what you will do is you suppose you take this, let's take this. So you just spread it out, right? What's this error again? So it says invalid character. Okay, let's check. This is student ID, student name, course ID, course name, course ID, course name, and instructor name. So it says unable to convert string value containing C into a number. So what is happening? Reason is CSC 1001. This is the course ID, but the data type here is number. So I need to change this to 1-2. Can I do this? Let's see what happens if I run this. Again, you can't create a table because it's already created. What we need to do, we need to drop this. Drop table, table name. Okay. Then you create the table again. Yeah, create it. Now insert a row, then commit the insert, then select. So you see here, student ID, student name, course ID, course name, and instructor name, right? So this is your first normal form, data in first normal form. Now, how do I improve this further? So which is called second normal form. So what second normal form states is data should be in first normal form, and then you remove partial dependencies. What is a partial dependency? So here, student name is dependent on student ID. Course name is dependent on course ID. So there's no dependency of course name to student. Likewise, student name to course ID. So what we will do here is we'll split this out. Split this table into further tables. So say second normal form 2NF. Again, this will throw an error, we know. So let's create 2NF, 2NF, 2NF. Okay. So if you look at this now, the script, so I've split student ID, student name into one table, and I've split course ID, course name, and instructor into a separate table. But how do I link these two? So I capture this information. So I create another table, which is enrollments, which will have student ID from this first one, a course ID from the second one, and there is a joint primary key, composite key this is called. student ID and the course ID. And then you will have references where student ID will reference student ID in the enrollments will refer to student ID in the students table. Course ID in the enrollments refer to courses. Course ID in the courses table. Okay, let's create these tables now. There's an error again. No matching unique or primary key for this. Find the correct column names. So somewhere our column names are incorrect. Okay, so it's this one, right? So what are we referring to here? 2NF, and then this is a table 2NF. Let's try again. Create it. Okay, so this is your second normal form. What you have done here is you have split the data even more, so it has there's no partial dependencies. There is absolute dependency. There's no partial. There's full dependency, but there's no partial dependencies. Yeah. Now there is the next level, and mostly this is a final level. You have furthermore two more levels, but usually you go up to the third normal form for normalizations. So here the concept is you remove the transitive dependency. For example, if you look at here, the instructor name will depend on what? Course ID. Does it depend on course name? No. So what you do, you will break this down further and you will create the third normal form table, which are instructor, which will have instructor ID, instructor name, yeah, and courses, which will have instructor ID, and then this instructor ID will refer to the instructors table. Yeah. So this is how you normalize your data. So my suggestion to you would be, so take any raw data and try to normalize it using these concepts. Okay. Hope you have learned something. Thank you very much.